You know, I was thinking, you know, Nikocado Avocado apparently quit being a YouTuber or something, and he complained about like quitting theater to eat food on YouTube and whining. Okay, so see, I wish I had his job, honestly. If all you have to do is eat chips and shit in front of a camera, yeah, I'd love to take your channel. Mm. I mean, eating a shitload of chips in front of a camera is really easy, honestly. Talk about Takis and stuff. Little Caesar's Pizza. I mean, think about it. It's a really good job. Probably one of the most American jobs I've ever heard. Be useless and fat in front of camera. And eat. I really wish. I wish I got paid money for that. But yeah. This is the best mukbang I've done in a while. Or basically ever, because I don't really do that. Mmm. Mmm. Like, I think mukbang is like supposed to be eating the food as fast as you can to the point where you don't enjoy it. It's a competitive eating contest, basically. But I'm sure someone will correct me. Well, let's be real. I would love that job. Just eating. Mmm. I think there was like only one other show that I saw on TV, like back when, you could watch TV and it wasn't like complete dog shit. And basically, it was Russian roulette, where you would basically be taking out people's credit cards from a jar, and everyone would be at this like really fancy ass restaurant, and they would just order shit. Mm-hmm. And as time would progress, they would take out a credit card. Honestly, I having a show like that would be kind of cool. But nah, what most of America wants to see is just someone eat in front of a camera, apparently, and talk about their first world problems, which is I don't know. Look at this. Mm-hmm. Tasty. nutrition facts. It's like 20 calories less than like a serving of Doritos. I'm not making this up. What? Definitely has a lot of dietary fiber. It's even got 3 grams of protein, yo. But by God, is it vegan? Mm-hmm. There's starch. It's got soybean in it. Tamari soy sauce. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. This is what I recommend. Instead of, eating Tostitos. And, although I wasn't paying attention to the rate of how much shrinkflation is happening, inflation is happening with these Tostitos, no, these Crunchmasters. I almost called them Tostitos. But you got what you pay for. And it's actually kind of good. They're crunchy. Like, when I went to BJ's, this was like, I think it was like $10 or something. I dropped the receipt somewhere. Maybe it was a little bit more or less. Little thing of salsa here. You're not going to go through all of it, but maybe you will. I don't know, but going to the supermarket, it was $6 basically a bag for each like Doritos thing. And they suck now. Doritos suck now. And you get less of them. It was like basically like $6 or $7 a bag, I think. I think it was more like $6. But I mentioned you could get Santitas chips. You can get, and then get some cheese, and then bam, you got yourself some like a better thing of chips and cheese than Doritos can offer you. I mean, all I'm saying is I'd like to get what I pay for at that point, but I remember growing up, I say growing up, but I remember in my early 20s, you could get 2 bags of Doritos for $7, and Santitas chips were only $2. Actually, it was like 3 for $7. Excuse me, 3. And you could kind of get like 3 bags of Santitas for like $1 less, but you'd be forfeiting the seasoning, and that kind of just made sense that you get the Doritos. So back then, that was a really good deal. I could get 3 for $7. Now, you're lucky to get 1 bag for $7. And because of supply chain issues, sure, yeah, I kind of feel for the people who have to transport that garbage. But the thing is, even that is not even good. They were like, oh, we got new flavors. And they suck. Like the Buffalo Ranch one was like the only one that had halfway good flavor, but the problem was with Doritos Jack, they already did that with Doritos Jack, but they used to have Doritos Jack used to be as crunchy as the Crunchmasters, and it was good. You better believe me, I was happy to be like 230 pounds at that point. But who cares? Now it's more like, now we have these chips. I think this was like, these are easily like $5 a bag, maybe the same price. And you just get a thing of salsa and you're all set, honestly. They're super crunchy. They're not like Santitas chips. Honestly, even the Santitas chips went downhill a little bit. I wish I knew if they were Frito-Lay or not, but, you know, hey. Oh, it's always $2.69. It's always $2 or something. I'm like, yeah. Or only this. And I'm just like, why? Like, that quickly started to not be a thing. See, I like crunchy food when it comes to my snacks. Like granola, trail mix, I'm like, does it have cashews and raisins in it? I'll eat it. It's crunchy. Yes, it's crunchy. It's gotta have that crunch, you know? But yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a better food review than anything, really. Like, Nikocado Avocado ever could hope to. All I was talking about is, like, how expensive food prices were, which that's the only thing food related he talked about. And then he talked about getting gay sex or something. I don't know. Like, I can tell you this much. Like, yeah, he's eating garbage all the time. Like, literal, like, McDonald's garbage, Tostitos, like, queso. It's just like, it's just tasteless. Like, if you're gonna get, like, a ton of something, get something that's good, you know? Like, get Italian takeout. Or, like, Italian peasant food. Or, like, do a takeout order of, like, cheesecake. I mean, even Cheesecake Factory is kind of expensive, but, you know. You could literally go anywhere else. What does he do? He goes to, like, Sonic. Why the hell are you doing fast food places? Fast food restaurants eat ass now. Not even just price wise. Like, look, you know, the thing I bitched about in my Doritos video, Frito-Lay, is that the price went up and the quantity went down and the quality went down as well. That started happening with fast food restaurants well before Super Size Me. And, you know, people are like, oh, I want my nuggies. There are better nuggies out there. You're going to be a morbidly obese person that wants to just live for dipping sauces and doing like chicken with dipping sauces, or getting some, you know, like at least go to a good chicken restaurant, you know? where the spices are different and you get what you pay for. Like, stop accepting crap. Like, I know that sounds entitled, but, like, seriously. If they're going to take away quality from you, that's when you should really get out the pitchfork at them. Like, higher prices and lower stuff is one thing, but, you know, higher prices, lower quality, that's insufferable. Like, if you're going to charge me, like, $80 for a steak, that's like a pan-seared steak, that better be the best pan-seared steak I've ever had in my goddamn life. Okay? Like the literal best. Or like, hell, like even just, let's just keep it to the $80 level. And be like, this had better be, this steak had better come with the best Brussels sprouts, literally the best baked potato I've ever had in my life. And this steak better be as bloody as you can legally make it. It better be bloodier than anything I have ever seen. It should look like you just, you know, all you did was just cook the outside out of courtesy, because that's a rare steak. That's how I like it. And basically cook away all the germs and parasites just as a courtesy, but obviously marinated over a course of like a day. It better be the best fucking thing I've ever eaten. That's my point. It better have like a ton of mashed potatoes, or actual like baked potato with like cheese in it and all this stuff, with like broccoli at the side. Like, or if you're not even going to give me those two sides, like, this steak better be like the best thing I have ever eaten in my life. I know. It's so entitled of me to say, like, I should get what I pay for. But, like, inflation, yeah, I understand. I know I'm making a very absurd comparison with Frito-Lay products here. But, like, say you're just a normal, like, pizzeria, and you charge more. Everyone understands why you gotta charge more. You gotta make money. And inflation is terrible. You gotta pay your workers, all that, and by proxy, you just have to charge more money. That's just basic business. But as soon as you start, say, like, you know, cutting corners and all this stuff without any real warrant, then you're a fuckhead. Then you're a moron. Then you are seriously cutting. If you're cutting corners for no reason, then, you know, your business sucks. It's like Starbucks when they got rid of the French press. Like, you got rid of quality. Now you're just like a milkshake stand now. That's your thing. You're a fast food restaurant, somehow with a union, and all you do is serve like coffee and milkshakes. And it's, oh, but we're healthy. We're healthy, guys. We have a union. We love our workers. But but like, and then the quality just, like, and then you keep Mickey Mousing the job, and you know, gee, I wonder why. you're gonna have like a, like, if you could just, and then you're gonna just Mickey Mouse it on the service. You're not even gonna do that right, Matt. Like, how would you feel? How would you feel if you were paying way more for an inferior product from the same company? That makes me insane. Just, like, why would you go anywhere else? Why would you go to that place? Go literally anywhere else. Go to, like, a mom and pop store. Like, what I did, I went to BJ's Wholesale Club. I got this box, and it was, I swear it was like $10 for, which is basically like $5 each for those, and it was it was just really, really crunchy, and they didn't change the quality as far as I'm aware. It's like what, 10 servings a pack. Don't think that they've lowered the product quantity. I know they raised the prices, but they do the same thing. They do exactly what's in the tin. It's crunchy. Like, imagine if Crunchmasters said, "Oh yeah, we have to make it like less crunchy now." It's like, it goes from Crunchmasters to Crisp Masters, and you're like, "Oh, what the? Is this some budget brand? Where's the Crunchmasters? Oh no, they're Crisp Masters now." Or they just, they're not even, they have the same consistency of Tostitos. All that quality that just went down the drain that you kind of expected. Yeah, it's like, I'll try and use another example. Like, you go to like the Ritz-Carlton, and the next time you go, they're charging more, but it's got the same service as a Motel 6. That's what Frito-Lay did to you, and you deserve better. I will literally pay more for a product. It's fine. I will literally go to a farm stand and pay more for my vegetables when they're in season. It's something I actually do. I like to go to an actual farm stand when I need vegetables, and I go there. By God, do I get vegetables, and I pay more for them, but they're real. Okay, they're actually good vegetables. I go to the supermarket and I'm like, by God, let's just say I need a couple apples. Like, oh wow, these apples are kind of pricey, but they still taste like the same old apples because of inflation. That's fine. Like, imagine if I got like the Franken tomato, where it tastes like a tuna instead of like my normal tomatoes. I'm just, you get my point at this point, right? Like, stop paying more for less and getting crap in return. And happy Cinco de Mayo. That's a thing. That's a holiday we celebrate here now because it's an excuse to eat Mexican food and become obese and drink to our heart's content on a Sunday. Yeah, they've been, piss off a bunch of restaurant workers that don't give us enough nachos. Just take it from me. Stay in, get your own boozles, and get some Crunchmasters, and I guess some. Oh, haha! I found some extras. Oh, yummy. See, these are saltier than Tostitos, actually. I just noticed that. Oh yeah, these are like way better. Like, these Tostitos are really good. He said they're Crunchmasters. Like, these are crunchy. They're made with things that are, let's see, just has sesame and soy in it. No hydrogenated vegetable oil. As far as I'm concerned, it's just, this is a good carb to get. At least for now. Maybe they might put in some wood chips in there like they do with your bread. And, but these are saltier than Tostitos. They're better than Tostitos in quality. Say what you will about this yuppie hippie shit, like, on the front. Like, okay, it says, like, oh, there's no artificial flavorings. It's all vegan. It's gluten-free. We took the food out of the food that is bad for you. It's made with olive oil. It's a good source of omega. Just ignore all of that marketing veneer and that stupid bullshit. Just ignore all of that. Just try it. All you have to do is try this product. Just ignore all of that and just eat it, and then compare that to a Tostito or even like Santitas. Compare it. Compare them and be very honest with yourself, which is better. Then compare the prices. Frito-Lay, absurdly priced. Santitas, they're mediocre, but they still do the job. But then you got this. You pay slightly more, but you get a decent product that, well, actually, I shouldn't say decent. You get a much better product. I've had to tell this to my dad. Like, he was like buying Walmart socks, and he was like, ah, Pete, I just keep getting holes in my socks. Ah, they're just gone in like seconds. And I'm just like, have you ever tried buying like good socks? And he looks at me like, yeah, but they're cheap. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. The reason why you're getting holes in your socks is because the socks are shit. Just stop buying crap. And then your life gets that much better. I know it's hard. You gotta invest a little bit. I know. I get you. It's hard to afford things, especially now. But trust me when I say this, when you find a product that's good and worth buying, you'll pay anything for it. You will. It's just true. Like, stop going to Starbucks, go to any other coffee shop, start brewing your own coffee and find good coffee to brew. Stop accepting crap. That's all for today.